Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Michele Landers. She's going to be providing for us the personal month numerology forecast, and she'll explain what all that means in just a minute. But she is a board certified life purpose coach, a hypnotherapist, and a professional numerologist. She provides for us every month the new month forecast. We just learned about March, so if you missed that, please go looking for it on Facebook or on YouTube. But Michele, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you for inviting me, Ruth. I love doing this for people. And it's March. So happy St. Patrick's Day, happy equinox. But let's talk about your month. So, how do we do that? Well, first of all, let me just say that your personal year tells you what to focus on, what areas to focus on in a calendar year from January to December. But you also have a personal month based on your personal year. So every month is a different energy depending on what personal year you're in. So all you have to do right now is to figure out your personal year, and I'll do the rest. So this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to get to your month. Just calculate your month of birth, your day of birth, and add those two numbers together. So if you were born January 1st, you would add your birth month and your day number together and reduce it to a single digit, which it already is. January 1st, 1 and 1 equals 2. Now, the next step in that is really easy. Add that 2 to the universal year of 1. And what would you get? 3. 2 and 1 equals 3. So the number 3 is your personal year. That's all you have to know. But let's try it with another birthday. If you were born May 12th, you would add 5 plus 1 plus 2, which equals 8. Now add the 8 to the universal year of 1, and what do you get? You get 9. So I want you to reduce all numbers to a single digit. So of course, to save you time so you don't have to figure out your personal month, I've already calculated your personal month for March based on your personal year. So all you have to do is listen for your personal year number. So I hope that's really clear. And of course, if it's not, you can always get in touch with me and say, Michele, I just don't understand it. I'll be happy to talk with you and explain it again. So let's start off with, if your personal year number is 1, then like globally, your personal month for March is going to be 4. So what's the theme? Building a foundation for a new beginning for you. So March is a 4 personal month and a 1 personal year. And it's kind of time to deliver, because to show yourself and everyone involved that you're able and willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goal. It's a month to organize, take care of details, be determined, be very committed to yourself and to work hard. So if things feel restricted or you're met by obstacles, like, don't worry, next month will be a 5-month for you. That's going to open up. But this month you're being asked to stay laser focused, put your nose to the grindstone. It's also a month in which your ability to plan and organize future events is really, really enhanced. So pay attention to that. And so too, it gives you a little bit more clarity of mind. So don't procrastinate this month. Don't put off things. Don't put off work. Focus on structure, work, and organization. It is slow but important progress. Remember that discipline creates stability. Try to avoid frustration. This is a foundational month for you. So the message is, your year wants you to begin, but March wants you to build it correctly. Okay, so that's your information and your advice for your personal year 1. So let's move on to personal year 2. So if your personal year is number 2, then your personal month for March is 5. And what's the theme? Change within emotional growth. Now, cooperation and relationships are on the agenda because when you're in a 2 personal year, the energy of the year is largely feminine. And yes, that can mean actual more females in your life, but it's more feminine energy. And it's very much about balance, very much about partnerships, harmony, and communication. So, what happens when we have the number 5? Well, that's about change. So, you can expect to be, it'll be a little bit of a hectic month. Unexpected changes, especially with relationships. It can be a really good combo for new relationships. And as opposed to if you're in 1 year, don't try to plan everything down to its final detail, because when 5 pops up, it asks you to be flexible. It says adapt to whatever comes your way. You can expect the unexpected. And the expression being in the flow is quite appropriate for this month. It's also really a good month if you want to do any kind of promotion, that if that is applicable to you, it's a really good month for that. It's a good month to take advantage of social events and opportunities, because opportunities can come in social events. It's about movement, it's about adjustment, it's about shifting energy. Its emotional flexibility is present and absolutely required. New experiences or opportunities, avoid at all costs being impulsive. And that 5 energy sometimes makes you want to do that, like go out and do it. But avoid impulsiveness. Universally for you, the overlay of the 1 year, which brings new direction, but in the 2 year, flow with change, don't resist movement. So that's for number 2 year. If your personal year is 3, then your personal month for March is 6. And what's the theme? Heart-centered responsibility. So relationships and communication takes center stage this month. It's vital that you communicate clearly, or your words can really be used against you. This is a good time for family gatherings. You can really come up with some creative ideas to make gatherings more fun. Advising and counseling are also part of this month's energy, whether you're giving it or getting it. Make sure you're really clear also about responsibilities, which ones belong to you and those that belong to others. It's not a good time to interfere, with other people's lives unless you're asked. If you're asked, it's a great time to do it. It's a good time to communicate your feelings, and you just might think about either confiding in family or close friends, or perhaps, again, you might even think about confiding or talking to a professional. So, relationships, family, emotional matters, healing, support, connection, balance, self-expression, compassion. Compassion is really a big part of this month as well, and you may be feeling very compassionate towards others. So with the universal overlay of the 1, which with the 1, which is all about your new identity, but the message this month is let your creativity serve your connections and enhance harmonious relationships. Okay, so that's the energy for number 3. let's go to the energy for your personal year of 4. So if your personal year is 4, then your personal month for March is 7. So we love 7. That's going in. So the theme is inner reflection within a cycle of work. So, okay, so the 4, the 4 is about, what you're doing things precisely, getting down to business. And the 7 is inner reflection. So this month can really bring some significant changes in your outlook or changes in your belief. It's a thinking energy. So among other things, though, the 7 is very spiritual, and the month is filled with this like mysterious energy or mysterious aspects of life. You can feel a little bit, maybe a little bit lonely, or feel like you need to pull back a bit. It's very analytical. So one aspect of the 4 year, right, is to set firm foundations, but combined with the number 7, and you're being asked to analyze what foundation beliefs in your life may need an upgrade. Because again, the 7 asks you to reevaluate things. What needs an upgrade, and make sure that you have some time alone without distractions. You really need some peace and quiet this month. And the reason you need that, because it's going to allow you to solve maybe some problems, or because of the 4, there might be restrictions, but you can gain insight into the things that have been floating in the background of your consciousness for some time now. You also may be offered a new opportunity, to get involved in something, but be careful with anything that prompts you to, like hand quick money over or promises some kind of fast return. Just be very careful of scams. So it's slower external progress. Definitely this month is a need for insight, thinking, calculating things. Your answers, oh gosh, tune into your spiritual side, which you should always do anyway, because you're going to get a lot of answers from within. And avoid, as I said, the 7 kind of asks you to go in and makes you want to withdraw a little bit, which is fine, but don't withdraw too much. Don't overanalyze things too much either. So the message is step inward. Your clarity will strengthen your path and moving forward. And this insight will prevent you from taking missteps later on. So it's clarity, and it's also tuning into your intuition within a year of laying new foundations. Okay, so that's number 4. If your personal year is a number 5, then your personal month for March is 8. And that's really a lot of energy. It's power, it's material movement. 5 is busy. 8 is busy and physical, and it likes to get things done. So in this year of change, this month may have you questioning or reevaluating your finances, or any issues involving money, or any issues involving bigger things or management. It takes center stage. It's wise to check and double check all your financial dealings. And since we're still under Mercury retrograde, I want to really emphasize that. It really is a month of action for you, and things can happen very quickly. You've got the 5 and the 8, they're both fast moving numbers. You may receive unexpected money, or Conversely, you may have some financial outlays that you weren't even expecting. You can also receive an offer of some type of, new business, new endeavor. It's really important, as always, to have balance with your material in your material life. Balance between the spiritual and the material is always required, but especially this month. Your personal life may require a lot of patience. You may require a lot of understanding of others, also of yourself. Excuse me. And if you're considering any type of a major purchase that requires like long-term financing, you just think about that if you'll be able to fulfill those obligations. So I would say if you're thinking about, if you're thinking about any kind of long-term financial financing, I would wait until, if you can, the second half of May before acting on it. So the month is financial, practical, leadership. I don't think I mentioned leadership, because it could bring you into a leadership position. Results from some of your past efforts can be emerging. Step into your authority. Stay balanced, but also, avoid feeling pressured in any way. So the message is use your power wisely. Step into authority, but, stay balanced, because 8 is also kind of an ego number. So you want to make sure that you take all that energy of the 8, which is so powerful, and put you in a position of leadership or tells you to go for it. But you just got to keep your ego in check. So that is for the 5-year. Now let's talk about if you're in a personal year of 6. If you're in a personal year of 6, then your personal month for March is going to be 9. And the theme is emotional release and completion. So this, 9 is also always about clearing things up or endings in a large way or in a small way. And it's emotional. So this combination is probably going to activate your emotions, especially, I think, with home and family. You may even think about changing a relationship, ending a relationship. At the very least, you're going to feel more emotional when it comes to family and family ties. Don't be afraid of endings. And you're probably going to realize that, I got to release some things in order to move ahead, which is a great thing. It's great for looking at your life and saying, what needs to go. And there can be some traumatic relationships or situations that catch you by surprise, but just, if you're in tune with your emotions, keep your emotions in balance, you'll get through the month just fine. It's also a month of a lot of compassion, a lot of caring, and a lot of giving to those people in your life that need it, those in need. 6 and 9, people could come to you with their problems. They need a shoulder to cry on. So for you, what you need to do is use this month to let go of anything that is weighing you down emotionally. It's good for closure. It's good for forgiveness. It's good for healing. It's good for clearing space for what's next. So release with compassion, because completion is going to free you up for what's coming ahead. So that's for a 6-year and a 9-month. If your personal year is 7, then your personal month for March is 1. And the theme is new beginnings after inner reflection. So the number 7 and the number 1 are really very much alone numbers. One stands alone and seven goes inward. And it's an alone number in that sense, where it asks you to go inside. They're both independent numbers too. So what's great about it, it's a number of fresh ideas and new beginnings. The one is more outward, okay? So you can come to some decisions about doing something that you wanted to do for a long time, and you're going to take some action. And it's also about standing in your power. You might question some of your decisions, and all I can say is, again, stand in your power, rely on your intuition. I promise you, if you rely on your intuition, you'll know which road, which path to take. You may feel that you need a sanctuary to retreat to, which is a great idea. It's a great month for getting away somewhere, again, near water. That is so beneficial. And I think this month you're definitely going to be learning new things, both intellectually, but also about yourself and where you want to go in your life. It's a great month for coming to new realizations. So it's a fresh start emerging. It's new ideas, new direction. It's clarity. Take small but very intentional action. Avoid hesitation. Don't be too analytical this month. So you might begin quietly but confidently, because a new cycle is opening up for you right now for March. And that is for the number 7. So what is number 8? Such a power year, number 8. So if your personal year is 8, then your personal month for March is 2. And that's really interesting, because that's a lot of emotional sensitivity within this power cycle 8. And it's like, okay, I've got all this get up and go for the year. It's telling me, the 8 is telling me I've got to move forward. I've got to stand in my power. But the 2 is saying, oh, I want to get a little bit quiet. I'm not sure about this. So the month tells you that you can make a lot more progress and be successful by kind of getting quiet, staying in the background, not forcing anything. But that's, just for this month. It could be challenging, as I said, because 8 is such a go get 'em kind of energy. And March does give you the opportunity to influence others and to make them listen to your ideas, even to inspire them to do things a certain way, or a way you would like. But it's done with more, in a softer way. You're driven and motivated, but you're also, with the 2, you're going to be tactful and you're going to be sensitive, which always is helpful when you're, either trying to persuade people or you want people to listen to your ideas. Now, the month can also bring surprises having to do with relationships, or it could also bring an unusual event taking place. Females or female energy is very, very much a big part of the month and the actions of the month and how it unfolds. The other thing about 2 is sometimes it could bring some delays that, yeah, and in 8 years, it's really going to annoy you, but just stay calm, stay cool, calm, cool, and collected. And remember, especially this month, teamwork, well, teamwork too. Teamwork makes the dream work. And this is a month that it is so true. Relationships can influence your decisions. Patience is required. Cooperation over force, because 8 is, I want to do it and I want to do it now. And your intuition is really strong. So it's power with balance. And harmony, as always, is the word for the month and will guide you towards a lot of success and persuasion and positive relationships. So that's for the number 8. Now, if your personal year is a number 9, then your personal month for March is 3. And what's the theme? I like all the numbers, and I guess I have a liking, so to speak, for some combinations. And I like the 9 and the 3 because it's expression after closure. Know that again, the 9 does carry a lot of emotion, and chances are, if you're in a 9 year, it can be an emotional year. And that's going to be the undertone or the overtone for all the year. And this month, you might be triggered a little bit to give your opinion on something. So I would say tread lightly, because the challenging part of a 3 is it could be critical. But the 3 is also about joy and happiness. So the question for you this month is, what brings you joy and happiness? Will bringing something new into your life bring you joy? Or would letting something go bring you joy, bring you happiness? What is it within you? This is really important. What is it that is within you, that's hidden within you, that needs expression? Is it an idea? Is it a project? Is it words that you need to communicate to someone? If you keeping it all in perspective, the 3 can also lighten up things for you this month. As I said, a 9 year tends to be emotional, so it can bring some joyful things. It can lighten things up this month. And it's also a really creative month. So anything that you do can be infused with positive and inspiring ideas that motivate others. So I would say for you this month, entertain and be entertained. It could even have a little bit of glamour to it, and that is all relative to your life. But I know the 9 and the 3 can sometimes have that kind of effect. Visit old friends, heal old wounds, give yourself a break. So it can be a bit of emotional lightness. It's also about communication, creativity, social energy, sharing, teaching, joy reemerging. So this month, allow your voice to be heard, communicate joy and compassion, speak, share, create, because a new chapter is definitely opening for you. And 9 year is all about letting go of what's not working in your life, and also about expansion. So, and this month of 3 can bring a lot of lightness into your life. So those are all of the personal months for all the personal years. If anyone has any question about it, you're having a little issue with it, certainly get in touch with me, michellelanders.com. And thank you.
Thank you, Michele. So interesting. And just comparing it to last month is just kind of fascinating to see how your own personal month changes from month to month.
Absolutely. And in combination with your year makes it a little bit different for somebody else. I mean, the numbers are the numbers, but in numerology, it's the combination of numbers that brings the awareness and creates the tapestry of your life. It's a combination of, there's so many numbers in one person's chart, but this gives you a little glimpse. And so I hope it's really helpful for people.
Perfect. Thank you. Michele, can you talk to folks about contacting you for a personal report?
Sure. You can just go to my website, michellelanders.com. And I always suggest that, you can order a chart right there. But it's, if you would like to speak to me about it first, I'm so open to doing that. And there's a link on there that you can schedule a 15-minute consultation with me. And we can just talk about it if you like. But it's such a great idea to get your chart done. I can't tell you. I mean, I do my chart and my family's chart every year, and um, even my son-in-law, who is, a very responsible and salt of the earth guy, he even is starting to listen to my monthly predictions, which I really appreciate. So.
Very fun. Well, thank you so very much. And friends, please join us the first of every month because Michele comes on and shares with us the upcoming month. So we're so pleased to have Michele here at Enlightened World Network. Michele, thank you. And friends,
Thank you.
take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon. Bye now.